Congratulations on your first win, Coach.
Thank you. Very, very grateful for that. It was fun. The players had little celebrations in the locker room, which was really cute of them. But it's nice. It's nice to get that one right, because I think sometimes too much is made of it, but I understand why. Lisa is iconic and taken over a lot of new faces, so it feels really good to get it. And now I'm glad that we got it, and now we can hopefully really roll.
What would you give your team on a scale of A to A, B, C, D?
I think that's I try not to grade until I watch the film. I thought the whole thing, we had some moments, but we just really lacked a lot of consistency. And that's the thing I would probably, grade us pretty low in consistency. I think when we were working on the actions within our offense, we had too many one-pass shots. But when we really worked our offense and we did that consistently, we got a few runs. Defensively, when we really kind of put our head down and had a presence in there, then we were pretty good. But it was the lack of consistency. So I'd give us a lower grade in that. But part of it is, with these games, you're still trying to figure out who your people are, right? We have a lot of depth, but you're trying to figure out how and when and who and what combination. So sometimes we're kind of messing with it. And then you got something going, but you want to try that piece. So I think these games, maybe this game, we might have set everybody up for that inconsistency a bit.
I asked the players this, but the schedule obviously ramps up the non-conference and obviously Big Ten play down the road. This game, you probably don't get as much out of it if you win by 35, but does it feel like this game, to have some adversity and test the team early before you start playing the Virginia Techs and the
I think
Drake?
it was. I don't know necessarily it was a test. The adversity piece, adversity is when, you're really going south, right? I think this is a game where you can get internally frustrated because you feel like you should do this better and be better and all those kind of things. But I have to also take some breaths because we are really young. We are really, they're just 6 of them are brand new to our system, and 8 returners, but really only 7 returners. And a key cog of our wheel is Sid Holder. And Sid steadies a lot of waters. And so when I'm in the game and I'm thinking, wow, we need to stretch it, it needs to be bigger, then when I put my, hat of improvement on, it's probably going to look like that a little bit at times. But our schedule is very ambitious. And, it's probably good that this game still afforded us to not look so great at times. And then we look decent in a couple of minutes and then combo people. Because when Sunday hits, boy, it takes on a whole new feel.
Speaking of Sid, I know you're saying that you're hoping that she gets some minutes today.
Yeah.
Where does she stand for Sunday? And
I think it's the same. I was a little hopeful when I had our press conference with you guys, but there's one thing to swim and one thing to run on those treadmills that are suspension, and a whole nother thing to close out and defensive slide and turn on a dime. So we want to be slow and cautious. So we decided we would just kind of hold her a little bit, and we'll see. I don't want. The most important thing we do is in the Big Ten and the Big Ten season, and I want to make sure that we don't put her in a position where we play a couple and then we sit out a couple of games, play a couple, and then you're continually to it's like an accordion and can't ever get traction. So we're going to err on caution.
Speaking of injuries, saw Hannah go to the tunnel, obviously came back for the second half, so I'm assuming she's okay?
Yeah, I think it was just, I don't even know what happened. I just know I saw her on the floor, my heart dropped for a sec, but then Raina told me she's good, and I think they just maybe adjusted I think it was an ankle, but I think she's good. Yeah.
Jen, you guys just looking preseason, you guys have a lot of balance on this team. Despite all the new faces, we knew that freshmen were going to get minutes. I guess how satisfying was it that Taylor Stremlow went in there, provided a boost? You had a mix of veterans. I think Addie O'Grady had back-to-back baskets. Lucy took over third quarter. Just that balance and having those young players understand what you guys need at a certain time this early. I guess how rare is that and how good is that to see?
We have a really good freshman class, and Taylor Stremlow she's gutty. Taylor Stremlow has that feel, right? I think Lucy said that pretty well. Taylor is a rare freshman that plays without fear. You know, she didn't make a pass, and she's not worried. She didn't look over right away and like, am I going to come out? She's going to make the pass because she thought it was a good pass. It might be a terrible pass, but she's going to make it, you know? And I think that's what's fun, because she is crafty, she's smart, and she's a competitor. So she's got some, the intangibles she's mature in. She's still a freshman in some of the decisions, but I'll take that any day. And I love what I'm seeing out of Taylor Strimlow. And she'll play 40 minutes if you need her to, she'll play 0, and she'll be the same kid. And I think, you know, I love what I saw out of her tonight. And I think her mixing in with the upperclassmen has been a really good thing ever since she got here in June.
I think it was less than 5 minutes in, you had 3 freshmen on the floor, and Tegan, Ava, and Taylor. How much are all 3 of them really just embracing getting thrown to the fire and the opportunity that is there for
Yeah,
all of them?
I feel like they definitely are. I think Tegan and Taylor are really doing just a great job at coming in their moments, and they're feeling it, and they're kind of just going with it. Ava is processing a lot, and with freshmen and bigs sometimes, you know, the game goes really fast. And what they could do in high school and what they were required to do, it is nothing on the inside. And they don't know if they should foul. Are they fouling if they post up too hard? They bury someone and they're out of position. It just takes a little bit of time. And I think you'll continue to see Ava, you know, climb. But the bigs are an interesting sort, right? They've had so much thrown at them in high school, and then they come here and it's a whole different ball game. I can't explain that to you, but bigs have a lot of different processing to do. Bigs don't play pickup with the same intensity that the guards do. And then when you get here, it goes fast for all the freshmen, but it really is a faster game for bigs. So you're going to see Ava Hayden really, really shine, but it's going to take a little time.